Okay, so the section has started recording. Okay, so let me go back a little. That's me. And this is our topic, wrangling dirty data in Power BI. And here we are talking about the different the meaning of wrangling and also a wrangler. Okay, so a wrangler in this sense is the data analyst. Okay, and then this cow that you are seeing here is the data in question. All right. So what this man here is trying to do is to ensure that this cow is being tamed. All right, with all his strength, he's using every skill that is known to him to ensure that this particular cow is being being tamed. Same thing too when it comes to data. Every data analyst, when a data analyst come across a particular kind of data, it will put every single arsenal or every single skill.
This pack. Eventually, if I come on, I have my own, like that non-tennis. I have my own stores. Can I still come and play? I need to find out.
Can you mute yourself, please?
Oh, please help me to please mute yourself. Okay, thank you very much. All right. So this man is trying on everything within his capability to ensure that he tames this cow. But every little mistake that he makes, it means that at the end of the day, he will not be able to tame the cow. Same thing as a data analyst. So many data analysts, they give up when they see some kind of data. And that is the situation right here that we have actually find ourselves. All right. Now the question is, what are the different types of dirty data? Number one, we have data that are duplicated. Okay, duplicated data do come as a result of when a particular field of collecting data is not validated. So there will be duplicates in that kind of data, and this is a serious problem when it comes to analysis. All right, it poses a serious threat to analysis because it will lead to double counting. Even at times, it may overshoot. It may help you to overshoot the expectation of an organization. Let's say, for example, there are duplicate data in an organization data that wants to meet a monthly target. It means that they may think they have met the target, not knowing that there are duplicates within that data set. All right, so that can actually pose a lot of threat. But as a data analyst, you should be able to work in such a way to gain this kind of data set. All right, so we also have outdated data. Okay, there are some data that will be given to you that is not even within the purview of what they actually want to see. Let's say, for example, you have been given a set of data from 1960 down to 2021, out of which they are expecting you to only provide to streamline that data to just 5 years back. All right, so that kind of data will become outdated to you. Okay, so your ability to tame that also make you a very good data wrangler. Another one is insecure data. That is data that is not that poses a lot of threats to the organization. You can decide to reduce or remove some of those data. We have incomplete data. That is the direct opposite of this guy here. Okay, this data that are incomplete, it means that there are some. We can also say that these are data that are incomplete. Okay, this is another one, which is the incorrect and inaccurate data. So, which means that if the data you are being given to is not correct or it is not accurate, it is now left for you to make them to be correct and make them to be accurate. All right, that also makes you a very good data wrangler. All right, we also have the inconsistent data. Okay, you see that you observe that the pattern that you discover inside the data is not consistent, or you are having too much data. You don't have to reduce or summarize it. Okay, so all these data that you are seeing, you can use in as much as you are having the query editor that will help you in order to wrangle this data. All you need in order to tackle this kind of data, this kind of dirty data, for you to tackle them, you need to use the query editor. So let us look at some sample of data sets that I am having here, which I want us to look at together, so that we will see how we can use the query editor to make the data to become clean. So let's go straight to the demo. All right, so let me open up some data sets. Okay, look at this data set. Now, this is an Excel data set. Here we have let me zoom it in so that we can see it clearly. Here we have segment, customer total, corporate, just like that. Also we have ship mode, first class, same data. And looking at this data, it is data. You cannot actually come up with any analysis using this, but as a good data wrangler, you will be able to wrangle this data, struggle with it, just like this man here is actually trying to take this cow to become to make this cow to obey it. All right, so the same thing too, we will look for a way in order to wrangle this data from this dirty aspect so that it will become as clean as this. All right, so what it means is that we are moving from here to here. So the process by which we will use to do this will make us a very good data wrangler. So let us try to tackle this together. Every one of us in the class, we are going to put our hands together to see how we can make this data set from here to what? To this. All right, so let me load this data set to the query editor, get data, Excel workbook, under downloads, where are you? Badly structured data. Okay, so I want to pick the second table, which is the dirty one, and say transform. Now, over to us in the ask. So if you know you want to actually be a data wrangler, please join me. Let us see how we can wrangle this data and make it a clean one, just like I have shown us earlier in the Excel file. So who is going first? Hello? So who is going first? Yes,
Hello?
basically you are trying to say something. Yeah.
I didn't get that question. So what did you say we should do?
Okay, so I said that we have this data set, all right? We have this data set, it's very dirty. We want to use the query editor in order to wrangle this data, because this data is very messy. You cannot come up with any reasonable analysis with what you are having. It is not well structured. We want to move from what we are seeing on the screen here to this at the end of the day.
Okay, top of my head, what I can see here is that we need to remove spaces, missing values, missing rows, missing null values, or rather empty spaces.
Okay, don't forget, our goal is to move from like this. Look at what we want to achieve.
Okay.
We want to achieve this. It will not look like this at the end of the day.
Okay, go back.
Okay, so let me go back to query editor. Please, everybody within the class is free to come up and try to see, maybe we can wrangle this together. All right, so let's see, I'm with you.
Can you zoom it?
Okay, let me zoom it in. Okay. Query editor, can you zoom? Oh, all right, let me use
it was good before.
a magnifier. Let me use a magnifier to see. Okay, so this is it.
Okay, we have lots of null values.
Yes.
So we have to understand what this data is about before we begin.
Okay.
So what is relevant? What is irrelevant?
All right.
So I can see on the first we have segment, we have consumer, we have okay, I think we have to make the first header, the first column, the first row, the header, because I can see that
okay, we should make the first row an header.
Yes,
all right.
Yeah, maybe to begin to make sense what the data is about.
Use the first row as an header. All right. Okay, what else?
If you can move, just go to your right so that we can understand what is on that other end. So we have first class, same day, second class, standard class, column 6. Keep going. First class 1, no, blah blah. Okay. Second class, keep going.
As you keep going, all right.
Yes. Okay. Okay, I think we have to get rid of some null values. For instance, on the same day, we have null value on same day. We have null value. Okay, just a few. Wow. All the value on same day column is null. It means there's nothing on that date, on that row, on that column.
But when you filter it, can you filter? Let's confirm that there's nothing there. Can you?
Okay, so who is speaking, please? If you are speaking, just mention your name and then you speak, please.
Okay, I'll let her continue.
No. Stop
yeah, can you click on that? Let's see if there's anything on the same day.
Okay, on the same day. Okay, let me see that.
Yes, can you filter it? Click on the.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll click on it.
Okay.
There are a lot of values there.
Yeah, there are values on it, so it's not on null also.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Can we put things in ascending order? Can we sort in ascending order? Let's see.
Okay, sort. Which of them should we sort in ascending order?
Sorry, go back. Can you go back to first column?
Okay, this is the first column.
What's I can't see what is there.
That is ship mode.
Ship mode.
Yes.
It's tiny. Okay. Let's just pick the other one and see what it gives us.
Which of them?
Ship mode. Just any of them. Maybe the first column. Let's try with first column and the second column. Let's see how the arrangement the data will look like.
Okay, we should filter them.
Yes. Maybe sort by ascending or descending.
Okay, we'll sort by ascending order. I've sorted by ascending order now.
Okay, we still have the. Okay. Do we have repeated values? Can we check if we have repeated values on that ship mode?
On the ship mode, repeated values. Let's see. Repeated values. So we should remove duplicates.
Yeah, remove duplicates. So if we have duplicate values.
I don't think there's any repeated value.
Okay, somebody else should continue. Ayobami is ready.
All right. You not see the kind of stress this one is going through here. Can you see the kind of struggle this one is struggling?
Try to zoom in. That is
what we are actually that's what is actually going on right here. So many people will come across this data, they will try to wrangle it, try. All they just do at the end of the day is to abandon it. Can anybody still give it a shot so that we can move from here from this data set like this to this data set to a clean one like this. All right. So is anyone there to give me this?
All right, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Who am I on?
Ayobami is speaking to you.
Okay. Ayobami.
All right,
Okay,
so this is our Power Query. First thing I want you to do, please press Ctrl Shift Plus on your keyboard to zoom in.
Okay, Shift Plus. Thank you. Okay, I've done that.
It's still tiny. Okay, yeah, it's bigger now. Good.
Okay, it's bigger now. All right.
Yeah, so please let's delete the last 3 steps or the last 4 steps.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah. So if you look at it, this was what came up when you loaded it into Power Query.
Exactly.
You can already see that by default, Power BI already tried to promote headers. So we now have a column, a row at the top that is showing the segment, the customer, column 3, column 4. So I think the first thing we need to do now is to remove the step that promotes headers. So we need to delete the last step, the last 2 steps again.
Okay, the last 2 steps is deleted.
Okay, so now we have a true picture of our data. So we can see that the segment, there's the customer. Then for each customer, there's the first class, same day, second class. Please scroll to the right. Let's see.
Standard class.
Then a total for that customer. Then it goes.
Hello, Ayobami.
Sorry,
hello?
I was muted. Sorry. Can you hear me?
Right. Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, so I was saying that if you study the pattern in the data set, we can see that go back to the extreme left.
Okay.
So for each segment, you have the customer, you have an other customer. There are about 3 categories. That's the first class, same day, second class, and then a total column. So this applies for customer. It also goes to, I think, a corporate. Yeah.
Okay.
Then keep scrolling. Let's see. Do we have any other interesting attributes? Then we have home office.
Home office, yes.
All right,
I think that's yes.
Okay, so please go back to your Excel, target destination on the clean data set.
This is the target.
All right. So here we can see that we have segments in one column. Filter on the segment column. Please, let's see.
Okay. Enable editing. Let's filter these guys. Okay, the segment column are filtered. We have consumer, corporate, and office, home office.
Okay, beautiful. Then filter on the ship mode. Let's see as well.
Okay,
we have first class, same day.
We have first class, same day, second class, and standard class.
Beautiful. So what it tells us is that the total columns that we see in Power Query have been taken out, kind of.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go back to Power Query and see how we can make sense of this data.
All right. Thank you very much, Ivan. So we are there in Power Query.
Okay. So I think the idea here now is we need to find a way to what's the word now? Is it a pivot? To pivot these columns that we currently have, let them become rows.
Okay. So each of these columns will become rows.
Yeah, for customer, corporate, and for the other one option.
Okay, so what do we do from here? I think the best option for us to use is to transpose. So where is my transpose? Where are you?
You go to the transform tab.
Transform, all right, transpose.
Transpose the table.
So I think this is what you wanted, right?
Beautiful. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So what I can see, I think we can filter out on the column 1, those columns that have totals in their names. Let those ones go out.
Remove all columns that have totals. Corporate total, consumer total, home office total. I think that's all. And say okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Then on column 1, we can fill down.
Okay, fill down. Come to transform under the any column, fill down. All right, so we are making sense out of this data. Okay.
So now let's scroll across. Let's see what we have on the right side. So we have the order numbers, or what are those columns at the top? Please scroll back to the left, sorry. I'm just trying to understand the data, because you actually need to understand the data before you're able to transform it correctly.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. You are right. You are very much right. Okay.
Okay, so what I can see here, let's do this. On the first row, we have the column headers, segments, ship mode, the order ID, which are actually valid. So now we can promote headers.
Okay, so let us promote headers, which is the next step.
Use first rows as headers.
Okay, so we now have this.
Yeah. So let's now pivot. Let's select, highlight column A, the first 2 columns, and unpivot other columns.
Okay, I should select the first 2 columns and
Right.
unpivot
Other columns.
Other columns. All right, we now have this.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's go back. So let's see, are we getting close to our destination?
Oh, let me open up.
Okay, beautiful. So now we have the segments, we have the ship mode, the order ID in the 3rd column, and the sales column in the last one. So what we can just do now is rename the last column to be from value to become sales.
Okay, this is sales.
So we change our data type for that column. Okay, yeah, the name as well. Sorry. The
Rename
attributes
to ID. Is that all?
So for the sales column, the last one, we need to change the data type to become is it floats now? Yeah, decimal number.
Decimal number. Okay. Let's remove this.
Yeah.
And remove this.
Yeah. I think that brings us to our destination.
Yes, we have gotten to our destination. So you all see how Ayobami was able to wrangle this data from this data set, from this dirty data, okay, from this dirty data to this clean data. So Ayobami is our first wrangler of the day. So you have won yourself a t-shirt, you have won yourself a t-shirt, and what do they call it? The jotter and the biro. So thank you, Ayobami, for helping us to be able to achieve wrangling this data up to this particular point. All right, so there is another data set I'm going to bring up. So everybody keep your hands crossed. Let us see how let us see another person that can actually wrangle this data, just like Ayobami have succeeded in doing this for us. So please, Ayobami, in the next one, please, the Yorubas will say, don't dash it. Just leave it. Let's see, maybe some other person can actually give it a try. So please, immediately after this, immediately after the section, try to contact me so that I will see how I can send down your gift to you. So thank you for being the #1 wrangler of today. So I'm bringing up the second data set. Now, everybody look at this data set. This is the second one that we want to wrangle today. Okay? Now look at this data set. Everything is muzzled up in one column. Everything is muzzled up in one column. All right? So and we want to move from this to this. We want our data set to look like this. I think this one is pretty simple, but let us see who will be the next wrangler of today to actually wrangle this data and take us and win the next, and will be win the next prize and become the second wrangler for today. All right, so the floor is open. Let me bring up the data sets. All right, so who am I on to, please?
Please.
Hello? I'm waiting.
Please, can I see that again?
Okay.
Congratulations, Ayobami.
You said,
Congratulations.
do you have anything to say concerning how Ayobami was able to wrangle this data before we go into yours?
Ayobami said something. He said, at some point, he said we need to understand this data, and I think, and that's the most important part of wrangling data. You know, before you attack the bull as a bull tamer, whatever, you have to look for the best. You have to look for the best. You have to look for a vantage point, either the head, the something. If you watch this game, you see that they don't just attack immediately. They go around the fence, grab the leg. They have to look for their own, their own safety, but before they are able to, grab something and then begin to pull the bull down. It's a very, very risky sport. But I saw how Ayobami was able to use. He took the right body part, and he brought down the bull, and yeah. So congratulations.
All right. So thank you very much for that comment. I hope Ayobami will be feeling like a superhero right now, but writing this data and bringing it down. So over to you, and let's see how you also can be the next wrangler of the day. So the bull is up. All right, so this is the bull. Let me bring it up so that you see, so that you can understand the data and know actually how you'll be able to wrangle this. So this is the dirty data that we're having right here, and we want to move from here to this. All right, so we want to move to this point from this point. So it is the onus or the responsibility is for you to tackle this bull. So let me load up the dirty data. All right, and I say okay. So please what's the name again?
Yeah, you saw what, isn't it?
Okay, so Ezine, I discovered that you have been making the attempt right from the beginning. So I believe this one should be a walkthrough or a walkover for you. So Ayobami, sorry, Ezine, we are listening. So you have just 5 minutes in order to achieve this, so that we'll go into the question and answer section. So that we have 3 winners that will go home with our prizes today. Okay, over to you.
What I see here is, Ayobami said something, and you said that earlier on. You need to understand the data.
Okay.
So you can know which points, you continue to add. It's like a puzzle. So I see that there is just one column. However, there are different distinct fields that we can, decipher from the whole of this. We can see name, we can see like address, we can see address. So it means that probably we should have like a name column. We should have an age column, and we should have the gender column, because so if you can scroll to the other, back to Power BI.
All right.
Yeah, so we can see that there is more down there, and we see male, gender. So we know that this is we need to split this particular column into more columns.
Okay.
Yes. So split column, you go to transform.
All right, I'm there.
Transform, yeah. Transform tab. I think I.
Yes, I'm in transform tab now.
Then on the left side, you see the first text column. Right. I'm trying to. This is very small on my screen.
Okay, or should I right click and say split column?
Yeah, you split the column. Yeah.
Okay, so which of the options should I choose? We are having a whole lot of options here. We have option by
So
delimiter.
we can. Okay. Yes, we can split by delimiter. So we just like the way CSV files appear. So we can give it a delimiter. Click and let's see what happens.
So what delimiter are we using?
Let's scroll down. Scroll down that menu. That comma. Scroll down.
Okay, let me scroll down the comma.
Tab space column. I'm struggling to see the screen.
We have equal sign.
We have column, right? We have column, right? Column, comma.
We have column.
Okay, column,
Space.
comma.
Use a space there.
Okay, column, comma, equal sign.
Semicolon.
Space.
Space.
Okay, do space first.
Okay, space. Tab 2 space. Should I click on OK?
Yeah, click on OK.
All right. So we have OK now like this.
Thank you. So now we have segmented, you have divided it into different columns, but there's still more work to be done. So go back and we need to, this is name. This name should be just one column, and then address should be a different. So we
now want to be under this.
Yeah, I think transpose. So please go to the what's it called again?
Transform
tab.
To
transform tab. Okay, I'm in transform tab.
There's transpose there.
Yes, transpose.
Okay. So maybe at the end of the day, maybe the two of you are going to divide the t-shirt.
Exactly.
No problem.
We're friends, so
so you just agree who
So let's try transpose before we go to pivot.
Okay, I should transpose.
That's what it gives us then.
Should I transpose?
Transpose or pivot, one of them, but do transpose first.
Okay, so I've transposed it. This is what we're having.
I can't see any change.
Yes, change. Look at the names, address, number.
Okay, I'm just seeing that now. Okay, no, let's go back. Just delete that.
Take away the step.
Delete that.
Okay, I've deleted the step and we are here.
Go to pivot. Or is it on pivot? One of them.
Okay, I should go on pivot columns. Should I on
yes.
pivot other columns or just the?
Let's do the names first. Let's do the names first.
So do one column first.
Your time is remaining just 2 minutes.
Timed.
Yes,
okay.
Yes. Your time is remaining just 2 minutes, so that will give some other persons the ground to try to pivot to try to round this data.
On pivot columns then.
You said?
On pivot columns.
Okay, on pivot columns. Wow, this is getting more messier.
Okay, go back. No, go back.
Okay, I can remove this. All right. In 1 minute time, I will hold you up so that other persons can give it a try.
Okay, pivot then do pivot, please.
You said?
Pivot.
I should pivot. Wow, I'm looking for the option. I'm not seeing it.
It's
okay.
Yes.
Okay,
on that tab. That's here.
So, what yardstick am I using to pivot the columns?
I said pivot, not on pivot. Pivot.
Pivot, that's what I am now. Pivot columns, this is.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, isn't it? Your time is
Yeah,
up.
sorry, my time is okay. Someone
So
else
let us
try.
see who else can give this a shot. Please, Ayobami, don't say you will do this for us, please. Please. All right, so let some other persons try. We have Anna in the building, we have Cynthia, we have Franca, we have Dr. Yebola, Akime Yesheyi. I think our moderator is also here. Please, we don't also want Mr. Deji to, the Yoruba will say, we don't want him to dassy this matter, okay? So let us see who will be able to wrangle this data abroad. Who are those that are also in the building? Let me check so that we'll be able to record this around.
Good evening. Let me try. My name is Cynthia.
Yeah, good evening, Cynthia. You are welcome. You are welcome.
Thank you.
So let me remove all the steps that we have done because so we have this data, Anna, and
Yeah.
we want to actually move from this data, from this dirty data to this clean data. So how do we go about it? Let us see maybe
Sorry, let me see the clean data.
Okay, let me go back to the clean data. This is the clean data, and this is the dirty data. All right, so we want to move from here to here. All right, so over to you. We are listening.
Okay, to split column.
All right, split column. Let me right click and then say split column. What am I splitting with?
Okay, by number of characters.
By number of characters. So
yeah.
I'm there.
Okay. 4. The number of characters, 4.
4 characters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then am I seeing ones as far left as possible? Wait, where is my left and where is my right? Okay, we'll pick the first. Yes. Okay.
Click on OK.
Yeah.
All right, so we have this now. We have 2 columns already. The first column is having name, while others is having the remaining part of the data. So we are listening.
Please expand so that I can see what is left out of it.
Can I expand this?
You can't.
Wow. Okay, I have expanded.
Okay, I can see this from here.
Okay.
Split column again.
All right click, split column. Let me see. Split column by what?
By okay, let's see by position.
By position.
Okay, no, wait, by so
okay, let me go back.
Cancel.
Right click.
Yes.
Split column by what?
Is it by delimiter now?
Okay,
let me
by
see.
Delimiter. All right, so I am there by delimiter.
Okay.
You have just 4 minutes to actually achieve this. Else, I will have to come in and then take the t-shirt. I think maybe that's what will happen anyway. So I'm listening.
Let me see quote character. The option is a quote character. I've never used that before, but let me see.
Okay, this one.
Yes,
okay,
quote character.
All right.
The advanced.
Should I click on OK?
But where is the character now? I've not quoted the character.
Look at it. These are no quote character is just the quote, just this
oh, okay. Okay,
yes,
please, can I move to that? Select the first option, select or enter a delimiter.
Okay, these are the select or enter a delimiter.
Okay, custom.
You have just 2 more minutes to achieve this as a wrangler. I think
Okay,
this
SS.
Can somebody can help her?
Yes?
Can somebody help?
Who is speaking, please?
This Choma. I came in a little bit late. As in, I don't know. It's the only one person that can answer.
No, not only one person. And I think this person is the last person to answer. But we can also give you the we can also give you the chance. But if we
That's what I'm saying. Can we assist her?
Just 3 minutes. All right, go ahead, please. Go ahead to assist her.
Okay.
Okay.
Please go back to the screen now.
All right, so this is the screen. Should I remove all the steps that she has?
No. I think she's on point.
Okay.
Okay. We can still split column.
All right. Right click, split column. Split column by what?
By delimiter.
By delimiter. Yes.
Let's take it from the right.
So which of the delimiter are we using here?
We should use space.
We should use space. Okay.
Yeah, it should be space.
Okay.
Yes, there are a lot of spaces there.
Yeah, then we can move out. We can combine the names.
Yeah, rightmost delimiter.
Rightmost delimiter. I've choose that.
Then, okay.
All right, so we have this.
Sorry, please. I think there are a lot of spaces there. Can we just go back to that custom column and then type SS? Or type entity?
Yeah, transform split column
Split
by
column,
delimiter.
yes, delimiter. Yes, custom.
Custom.
Then you type address.
Address.
Yes, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we are getting close.
Okay, can we go again to split column and type age? Okay, split column, custom and type age.
Split column.
Yeah.
By delimiter.
Delimiter. Custom. Yeah, type age.
Age. Oh, your time is up, but
okay.
Let us see. Your time is up, but let us see if you can handle this.
But she's there now. She's almost there. She's almost there.
Okay, now you can do the headings. Name, address.
Because we are still going to do quiz here, so that is what I'm actually looking at. But actually, Chioma, you are actually making a dangerous progress to the end of it. But what I will do here is let me remove every step, okay? Every step that you have taken. But because you have made an attempt on this, I will give you t-shirts this time around, but I'm going to give you a jotter and a Bible. All right. So
I think that was Cynthia. I don't know I think you're mixing up. That was Cynthia talking towards the end.
Okay, sorry. Okay, that was Cynthia talking towards the end.
Oh, this is Franklin.
Yeah, she finished it.
Oh, Joy.
Yes, I'm getting it confused. Okay, I'm not giving anybody.
Thank you for the jotter.
All right, so let me quickly wrap this as quick as possible so that we'll be able to move ahead to the quiz. All right. If you don't have your chance here, you can have your chance there in the quiz. So let me open this up. I right click. The first thing I will do is to split by delimiter. All right. The first delimiter I will be using here is the name. So all I don't need to do is to come here and say split this delimiter by column. Then I want I want to use name as my delimiter. So we have this. All right. And the next one, I will say split this column by delimiter again. Now, if you look at my data, I have addresses all through. So I will come here, choose custom, and say I want this to be splitted by what? By address, which was what which was what she was doing towards the ending.
Cynthia.
Yeah, that's what she was doing towards the ending. And then the next thing here, let me expand this so that we can see the next delimiter we use. The next delimiter we use here is the age. All right, so I will use age. So I will come here and say split by delimiter and give me this column. Custom as what? Age. Okay. And then the last one, I want to split this column by delimiter using what? Gender. Okay, because gender is the next on the line, so I will say gender. All right. So, okay, so I have succeeded in splitting all this. Then the next thing I will do, I will remove this and then rename all this and say name, and this one I call it address, and then this I will call it age, and then finally I will call this I will call this gender. So please, can I? At least I deserve a round of applause for being the next wrangler on this. So I've won myself a T-shirt and what do they call it? A T-shirt.
I actually think
No,
Cynthia should get something though, because she was almost close.
Right,
The T-shirt is for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you know see how interesting it is. You understand, in order to wrangle data, and you see that it takes a lot of skill, it takes a lot of technicality in order for you to first of all understand the data. Just like Ayobami said, when you understand it, then you know the direction to go. So thank you very much, those of you that have contributed. Thank you, Ayobami. Thank you, Franca. Thank you, Chioma. Thank you, Ezine. Thank you, Cynthia. All of you have actually made a successful attempt of becoming a data wrangler. Don't worry, this video will be there on YouTube. You'll be able to access it and see how you can pick some of this data and be able to wrangle it. So the over to you, our moderator, Ari.
Please, before you go, can you go through the first one again?
Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay, so let me go through the first one again. But actually, our time is almost up. We just have 3 minutes. Don't worry, you will see the.
We have 5 more minutes.
You get the video. You get the video. So what I will do is that maybe after this, I will do a very short video and put it on the on our WhatsApp platform. I don't know if you're on the WhatsApp platform. If you are there, I will drop it there on the WhatsApp platform. You'll be able to have access to it. Okay? So the video will not be more than maybe 2 or 3 minutes thereabout that you can be able to access. Because of our time, please, so that we can go to the other aspects of the day.
All right then.
I hope my apologies accepted.
No, that's fine. Apologies accepted.
All right. So over to you, Mr. Harry. Hello, is Harry in the house?
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Chooks. You have done very well. Thank you for being the greatest data wrangler. You have wrangled the data and we have tamed the data. Thank you very much. All right, congratulations, Ayobami. Thank you for being the best data wrangler today, apart from our trainer today. Well done, Ezine, Franca, Chioma, you have all done well. All right, thank you all very much for trying it out. All right, so right about now, we'll be going into our quiz session. Or if you didn't win a T-shirt during this session, you have the chance to win a T-shirt during the quiz session. Am I right, Mr. Chooks?
Hello, Mr. Harry. You forgot Cynthia.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
All
right.
Cynthia, you've also done well. Well done. More grease to your elbow. All right, so Mr. Chooks, I want you to give them the opportunity now. Please send the link to the quiz to the platform so that so try our hands on it. So Cynthia, I think now they have reminded me to call your name. Now use this opportunity to win yourself a T-shirt, all right? And every other person in the house.
Thanks, Ezine.
You also have the opportunity to win another T-shirt, but don't be too greedy. All right. but still use the opportunity to win yourself another T-shirt. All right. So, Mr. Chooks, please punish us with the questions so that we can all get our hands dirty with the quiz. All right.
So, the quiz is not far-fetched. This is the link. With fastest finger, so we are giving just, because we have overshoot our time, we are giving just 3 or 4, or let's just say 4 minutes, so that we use the remaining 1 minute in order to announce the winner. So the fastest finger, so we are waiting for you so that we announce the, well, because we are having 3 people to win it, to win our prizes today. So we are waiting.
All right.
Fastest finger.
So the link to the quiz has been dropped. Let's all use the opportunities to get our hands dirty, and like you said, fastest fingers first, we win the t-shirt. 4 minutes is what we are giving to ourselves, but if you can turn it in the next 20 seconds, you become the best data wrangler again. All right, thank you very much. The time starts now.
We have just 2 more minutes to go. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes.
We should be rounding up now.
Yes, we should be rounding up. Wrangling dirty data in Power BI. So we are wrangling now. Come on, let us begin to post our answers. Fastest finger. The answers are coming in. Fastest fingers. So the best 3 is what we are picking. It's almost time. Our moderator, should we call it off and pick the best 3?
All right, I think it's time now. So we should all turn in our answers.
Let us turn our answers. I can see only 4 persons.
Wow.
I
hope Cynthia is part of them.
So I'm about closing up this section.
All right, please do so you can furnish us with the best data wranglers for today or best quiz takers for today?
Okay. So all right, so I'm opening it up. So we have I think the number one person here is our own personal person. Chioma is the number one data wrangler here, followed by Cynthia, and then the third person is Dr. Oyebola. So these are the three persons that have actually come up. So their scores are 40, 40, 30, and which is over 60. So thank you very much for taking your time to participate. So you contact me to see how we can send you your gift. So thank you very much for the section.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Chooks, for helping us wrangle the data and also giving us a quiz to test our abilities to wrangle data. Thank you very much. All right. One very interesting thing is that as a data analyst or as a data professional, if you don't know how to wrangle the data, trust me, with the way the data has been sent in, you get messed up. All right. Just like Mr. Chooks said at some point that if you don't wrangle your data properly, you might even give an incorrect analysis, which might actually pull the organization into the wrong path. All right. Thank you very much for joining in this session. We'll be calling it a day.
All right. So next.
All right. So please, can you call the names of the winners again? Please go over them again, please. That will have them. I'll be sure.
Okay. The first position is Chioma. Second position, let me open it up. Second position, first position is Chioma. Second position is Cynthia Opara. While the third position is Dr. Oyebola. So these are the three names. So a quick one, next week, we'll be looking at paginated reports, which will be handled by our own person, Mr. Deji Folarin, and is an MVP data platform. So on the 18th September 2021. So let's be prepared to be able to listen to him next week. So bye everyone.
All right. Bye everyone. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you so much. Bye.